Her email is bigdick69. If you want to reach out to her.
Yeah, she is best dating advice, and she says, "No money, no pussy."
Welcome back, guys. It's Peter Parker's dad here. With
Welcome back to the Uncomfortable Podcast
with your hosts,
Gavin
and Dean.
Well,
it's been a while.
Yeah, it has. I mean, I'm really excited.
Yeah, it took quite some time.
2 years.
Took a break, and that break just kept on going.
Sure did. Yeah. As you can see, we've sadly lost a co-host.
Yep.
Okay, maybe two. One you guys probably will never see. He's kind of short.
He's swinging it.
I'm good.
He's like, 4'1", and
We lost the old one. We lost the short one.
yeah,
Maybe we can find a tall one next.
a tall one, like 6'7".
In the camera frame, it's just gonna be like us here,
Yeah,
and then
it's just gonna be them, just like this. Just like, hey guys.
he doesn't show his face around here.
But yeah, Dan just caught up with life. There's a lot going on for him, so we decided to continue the Uncomfortable Podcast without him. Now, instead of Dan and Gavin, it is Dean and Gavin Uncomfortable.
Yep.
And we are here to tell nothing but amazing things, all 100% true facts that we learned from the CDC in this podcast.
I heard aliens were real
Yep.
from the CDC.
I also heard that smelling farts
It's
makes
actually
you
good for
smarter.
your it's good for your nasal passageways.
Oh, yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But with every new podcast coming out in this season, which would be season 2, we'll just keep going. We're going to roll with it, guys. We're going to be trying a new drink. And today's drink, we are trying some fine wine from
Vino. It's local
Seattle
here
grown,
to
baby.
Seattle. You can get it at any of your QFCs, and I believe Fred Meyer. I'm not too sure. I've seen it at QFC, but we're gonna try it out. This our first time back, and we'll let you guys know how it is.
Yeah, it's special because one of our clients provided it for us. So
Thank you.
cheers to Ginevra. Let's. Well, you have to do the thing. You have to do the thing where they like swirl it first, and then they smell it, and then you. Tastes like wine.
Tastes fantastic.
I mean, we've tried a good amount of wines, but it just tastes like wine to me. To be completely honest, I don't have the fine.
Fine taste. Some are bitter and some are not. This one is more of like it's not super bitter where it's you have a hard time drinking it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know
that's
how-
true.
I guess you could say
going.
it's in a sense it's like sweeter, but it's not sweet because it's wine. There's not really sweet wine out there unless there's something that I haven't found yet.
Have you seen those people where they like can drink wine and then they're just like,
Oh yeah.
and then they're like, I taste the basil.
I actually really want
heartfelt
to go
feat.
to like a wine
What, wine tasting?
wine tasting and just see how many people are like that. Or we could go and just be super obnoxious when we go.
Dude,
So when we go, we just go.
People keep
Oh, it's
asking.
okay.
What people will ask us like, "What are you guys doing?" We're like, "This is what we've seen in the movie." 'Cause this is literally how I see it in the movies. So I'm thinking we're just like, okay, spin it around a little bit, aerate it, and then.
Have you gone to like a wine tasting or like a wine garden?
No, I've always wanted to though. I think it's something we should try.
The first time I went was when I was in Virginia, and I didn't know what the fuck to do when I went there.
Why?
Because I didn't know that you're supposed to enjoy the drinks. You're supposed to
Dude,
like actually.
You were just downing them.
No,
weren't you?
yeah, no. Like the dude was talking for like 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, yeah, all right, and he pours it, and then
Yeah.
my aunt just is like, doing her thing, and then me over here, I was like,
Oh my god.
I was like, all right, I'm ready for the next one.
Do they have glasses, or are they like little
Yeah.
plastic cups?
No, it's like glasses, but it's like they only pour it so much.
So you could taste it.
So you could taste it. Yeah,
Okay.
it's literally you just take a sip of it, and then you can pick a bottle that you want, and then just enjoy that bottle. But I haven't gone to a wine tasting here in Seattle, so I'd like to go.
We should do it and film it. I think that would be a good idea, actually. That'd
Yeah.
be kind of fun. This year, we're trying to go strong. Or no, we're not trying. We're going to go strong. We're going to do videos again. We're going to start this podcast once a week. And, yeah, we have a lot of things that we want to do, and I think this is the year to go out and do it. Not that there's any excuse for the last few years. I just feel like there's just a lot going on.
Yeah, there
You know what I
wasn't
mean?
really. I feel like the past few years there wasn't a whole lot that we were really able to do. But now I think we'll have an easier time. I think it's more so just getting up and leaving the house and doing
Oh, my
it.
God, yeah.
I think everybody just got used to staying at home.
Yeah.
Because I
But-
definitely have a hard time leaving the house. Just I'm sure a lot of people feel that way too. Where it's even now they're just like, I don't really want to go out. They just got the past 2 years. You just stayed at home.
Well, it's crazy. So, like, speaking on just staying at home, one thing I really want to talk about is just how much technology has advanced, and like all the new things that are coming out, like NFTs, the metaverse, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And I think it's crazy that we have all this stuff coming, and our lives are literally the movies now. We're turning into those movies where we're in the future.
Yeah.
This
no.
is the future.
The movies of when everything goes digital, pretty much.
What are your thoughts on the metaverse idea that Facebook's trying to do?
I think it's really cool, but I also think it's something that's not that new that they've discovered. I mean, just from what I've seen, it's almost like the metaverse is like a lifestyle video game. You can get your own property. You can basically create yourself in the metaverse.
Yeah,
you can
that's
have
true.
your own persona.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, do you remember Club Penguin?
No, I didn't. I played RuneScape, dude.
Same shit.
Small worlds.
You had your own persona. You had your own world that you can hang
I had
out
my
in.
bachelor pad, yeah.
The only difference now is that it's not in-game currency; it's actual money that you'd be putting into it. Because look at NFTs right now. I like NFTs. It's digital art that's going towards I feel like the world is gonna be all digital, but in the metaverse, you would be able to display that digital art there more so than like in the real world. You could in the real world, but I think it would have much more of an impact in the metaverse.
Yeah.
I think it's almost like the world is getting acclimated to being digital because everything is going digital. Like you do your meetings digitally.
True.
So how about
yeah, that's true.
you live your personal life and like your entertainment and like hanging out with people would be digital because that's what everybody is getting used to doing and wanting to do.
I mean, even us, think about it. Dean and I work together, so we spend a lot of time together. But on top of that, we go home and we hop on Discord and we like play games together and just talk on Discord or watch movies, whatever. So I mean, I can see it going that way. So it's just kind of scary. Speaking on NFTs, Dean and I have spent an embarrassing amount of money on them.
Yeah.
It's pretty...
I bought two or three seeds that became trees.
It was cool because, well, their whole idea. You explained their idea. This was Dean's find. I just was in it for the ride.
Fuck, it's been so long since I've like actually looked into it.
I have,
but
yeah. I know.
the community is
This wine's
called
good.
Incrementum, and what their goal was to sell these NFTs. A portion of it goes towards planting trees, which I thought was pretty cool. But if you have, because this is their first NFT project, if you have these seeds, they will over time grow into something else, but then you get first access to their next projects for free. You just have to pay gas fees, which is basically like tax in real life. But in the crypto world, it's gas fees or taxes.
And it flopped. The second project flopped.
Yeah, the second project flopped. It did terrible. Lost so much money on that. Even though it was quote unquote free, the gas fees are terrible. And after that, they put something on their Discord saying, yeah, okay, we're going to take a break for a bit and reevaluate our decision.
Haven't heard anything. And I'm just like, this damn pyramid scheme. They finessed us. I hope they actually planted the damn trees, though.
No, in
Canada.
I think they did. Yeah, that's right. It was in Canada.
It was in Canada.
I thought that was pretty cool. I mean, it's a pretty cool idea, and I mean, I feel like if the project keeps on going, then they can actually get somewhere because it seems like the most genuine project that I've seen. There's a lot of scam. I guess all of it is
There's
a
lot of
scam,
scams.
but there's a lot of NFTs out there that are just doing like a cash grab. There's other ones where they actually want to like give back to the community and stuff like that and give back to, do something good with the earnings that they get.
Like us, we want to do good things.
That's why we bought NFTs that were trees.
Yeah, we supported a good cause, and we support local businesses. Bro, this is gonna hit me so hard.
Have you bought any? Any new ones?
Any new ones? No. I do want to get one, but I think I'm in a pause. I've just been investing in more crypto when I can, but I mean,
I think I like my Pixel Doge. I bought this NFT
Yeah, it's
of,
pretty sick.
of a Pixel Doge, which I think is the cutest thing. The reason why I bought it, I don't know, it was cute. And it was verified on OpenSea, so I was like, okay, it must be good. So it's a Doge, and I have it as my profile picture on Discord, and I feel like a few other things. But it's cool to say that you own that piece, that digital
art.
So if anyone ever uses it, it's technically mine. I have the rights to it, which I think is cool, and I feel like the idea of NFTs can be used in other senses other than just digital
Okay.
pictures of cats.
I want to play devil's advocate here. But say someone takes a screenshot of yours and uses it, what can you do to say that it's yours and claim any monetization from that?
I don't know how that would work.
I'm just gonna screenshot Dean's and make it mine.
I just know that technically it's mine. So, but
Yeah.
no, you're right. I don't know how they do. I mean, I'm sure that there is a way. It's a smart contract. So, like, if someone were using your image for to promote and are to make money off of your image, then you do have the right to take that money because technically it's yours and they're not giving you any money for it. So I'm sure that there are ways, but that would be going through like lawyers
loops,
and stuff. You would be jumping through hoops for something like that.
I don't know. I think it'd be cool though, because I mean honestly, we're probably gonna get into the metaverse thing eventually.
Probably. I mean, it's probably gonna be such a mainstream thing. I feel like in a few years.
I think it will be too. And I think it'll be cool though, because you could actually let's just say you have your Pixel Doge, and then you could bring him to life.
That'd be adorable.
And he in your augmented reality or whatever you end up being in, he's there. That would be really cool if they can incorporate that.
Yeah.
And he pretty much your little bachelor pad that you have. He could just be walking around and just stays there all day.
That'd be pretty sick.
Things like that I think are really cool, because then it's oh, okay, I have a couple trees in my in my room here. They're just growing.
Yeah, they have. It's Christmas time. They got ornaments on it now.
Yeah, I could just put ornaments on it. I think that'd be really cool if they can incorporate. I mean, they pretty much have. I looked into it the other day, and there's so much already happening in there. And I was really curious because I kind of want to just get one of those virtual reality headsets and just have us go in there and see what's happening.
Yeah,
I think that'd be pretty cool. Fuck, I feel this wine. This wine hitting me.
I mean, there's a lot you can do with. I mean, I've never used a VR headset. I feel like that'd be really cool.
Yeah,
to try
I think
it.
so too. But isn't it crazy? It's okay. This is just something I think about. Do you ever think about our life is possibly just we're rewatching our life, and we're about to die, and this is just us rewatching it or reliving it one more time before we say goodbye, and then we're gonna go into another universe and then live a completely different life.
I thoroughly believe that that's actually how life works. I feel like you have lived multiple lives. I feel like you have some recollection of the previous life from when you're young.
Yeah, like that kid that was that recognized this man, and he died in a plane accident, I think it was World War II. But he recognized his flight partner.
Mm-hmm.
But he had died, but he recognized his flight partner. Had no idea who he was, but somehow recognized this random ass old man.
Because what happens after? I feel like you die, but
Yeah, you die.
You're kind of out. But I feel like that there is something after. I don't know what exactly it is, but I feel like that there is something that happens after the fact, and either you're reincarnated as something else. I don't know if you're reincarnated as an animal. I don't think that. But I feel like it's once you pass, maybe the next baby that's born is you.
Look, here, let me tell you this. This is how it happened. We heard this officially from the CDC themselves. So when you're dying, you go towards the light, right? And you usually come out of the womb crying, or C-section, or however you were born. You come out crying, right?
Are you crying because
You're
you
crying
died?
because you died, and you're going through all your memories that have just happened and everything that you've been through, and you forget, and then you forget it. You're crying because you forgot it, and you see it one last time before you start this new life.
You know what's crazy is that nobody remembers what was going on when they were a baby.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, do you recall popping out,
No,
being in the hospital?
no, I was hanging out 2 legs out of my mom's vagine. Sorry, Mom. And then I got C-sectioned out.
I came out normally, I think.
Says a lot. But yeah, no, isn't that a crazy thought though? It's like why do babies always cry when they come out? Because they were going through this whole traumatic experience of their previous life. They're crying, and then they forget it all.
Watch, there's gonna be comments down below that are just talking about like, no, you dumbass.
It
This is
makes
why they
sense.
cry.
Why would they cry? Someone, please tell me that why they would cry otherwise.
I don't know. Maybe
Give me any other valid reason on why babies would cry right away coming out of their.
It's their first gasp of actual air, and
So they're crying because
I mean, why does a baby cry all the time anyways when they're a baby?
you don't know. You know why? Because they're in their head and they're emotionally traumatized by what just happened.
But their brains are just a raisin with the first few.
Maybe your brain was a raisin. Dude, I had a big head. And I was a darn cute baby. And then, okay, sorry, this is off topic. But I have this belief that people go through phases. You're either a really cute baby
Or you're ugly as
or you're
fuck.
super fucking ugly.
There's no in between.
And then it goes back and forth. So, okay, then your childhood. If you're an ugly baby, you go through your childhood. And through your childhood, you're like a decent, cute-looking kid, right? Then you go through your teen years, and you go ugly again. And then after you go ugly, you become really cute again. And then
So you're saying when you get old, you're gonna be ugly?
I think I'm in my ugly phase right now. So I think my a little bit more adult years, I'll be a pretty dashing young fellow for all you ladies out there.
I think it's also the Asian side of us. I feel like because I think
Yeah, please. What do you mean
most,
the Asian side?
because we all look young. I mean, I have the half white side, so I feel like I'm gonna look older than I am. I might age a little bit faster.
It's like half
But-
of Dean's face gets like wrinkly, and the other half is like.
It's just clean. No, but I feel like Asians don't age.
Yeah, no, okay. I think they age, but I think when they do
they
age,
well.
it-
It's like fine wine.
yes. But then when they do age, like there's like an instant switch,
Yeah.
and then they be looking like just super old looking. They get the hunchback, and they be like, "Oh, hello, Balong, come here, Kevin." Kevin, like, Grandma, what happened to you? she's like, Grandma, when your back get like? She's like, "Oh, I don't know. I had a bad backache last night," and then she just start walking. Like, it's instant for Asian people. I tell you, they look young and good for a while, and the next thing you know, it's
Other races, they transition
like,
naturally.
Yeah, it's a natural transition. Just Asian people just instantly just oh my
Just
back.
one day you wake up and
Get in my back. I cannot lift this one. Can you help me lift this? Can you go get the chicken in the backyard? Just- Who knows? Circle of life. Gandhi may have been. Sorry, just said Gandhi.
just bleep that out.
Yeah. No, I'm leaving it. It's Gandhi, bro. I don't know. It's just interesting how much technology is advancing, and I think that we have a lot of really cool stuff to come. But I really want. Okay, one thing. Dean and I were just talking about this, and I really want to have like a really smart or sophisticated AI. Like I want to be able to just be like walking around, and then I put my glasses on, and then next thing you know, my not my screen, my lenses light up, and I can see what I need to process in my brain, and then I can hear my AI talking to me.
I saw something. I think it was fake, but I wouldn't be surprised if these companies are doing it. Apple and obviously Google are working on something like that.
Yeah, Google Glass.
Yeah, Google Glass.
They've
I
been
know
doing
Google, but honestly, I feel like if Apple did something,
Oh, it's over.
It would be over because it would probably look like It would be the sleekest looking glasses, and would just be super easy to use because it's Apple. But people have like made Photoshop trailers or edited trailers of it, and it's actually pretty sick.
Oh, look, something 3 days ago. Wait, Apple can connect your vision?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, see, okay. So
that would
this-
be sick.
this is
Honestly,
actually pretty cool.
I would buy that in a heartbeat.
I would take this over the stupid watch any day.
I stopped using. I have 2 watches and I don't even use them.
I literally use the watch to tell time. Like, that's it. Maybe read a message or two, but other than that, it's really
like a
just
convenience.
yeah. It's just nice to have. It's like, okay, I get my notification. That's really it. But if I can get on some glasses and I'm just walking around and I just see, oh, I got a message, and then just read it right there. Like,
You know
that
what would be
money.
bad though? Because all of the kids now that are in middle school and high school, they have iPhones. You know,
True.
it's like they no way do they have a flip phone right now. And if they do, then they're being made fun of. So they're begging their parents.
They're being made fun of.
they're begging their parents to get an iPhone. But, you know, they can cheat on all of their tests so
Yeah.
easily. And if they actually get these glasses, like Apple glasses,
Mm-hmm.
everyone, there's no reason why anybody should not pass a test.
Yeah.
Because they'll be able to I bet that they're gonna do like some Neuralink thing where it's like you can think it
Uncle
and then
Elon, yeah.
and then they're gonna
Sync it.
yeah, it's gonna like sync it to the glasses so you can think like what's 9 plus 10, and then you're gonna see all the it's 21 memes pop up. The kid's just like fuck.
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up. We're not that old, but we're starting to get old. But we grew up in the very starting point of computers. Okay, we're 97 babies. Yes,
Hell
we're
yeah.
technically Gen Z, but I feel like we grew up in a time where all this technology and everything wasn't quite there yet, you know. And so we still grew up with flip phones. We still grew up with
Bro, I love slapping people with my flip phone.
yeah. We didn't have Uber. To get around, we had to find a taxi or a bus. And I hate public transportation with a passion. But yeah, we never had to take public transportation. And okay, look, we grew up in not super ghetto, but it was somewhat ghetto, and it was just kind of a weird like time, and everyone was trying to be cool, being like tough, and it was so cool to be tough.
I feel like you knew that you lived in some sort of ghetto when you went to your friend's house and you're like, wow, this house is really nice. Must be nice.
Yes, I know.
I loved going to my friends' houses because their houses
They
were
were
so much
all
nicer
super
and like
nice.
neighborhood and everything like that, and mostly like the inside. And I'm just like, I'm so jealous because I'm just like, wow, you don't have holes in your ceiling.
Or
So this is what it's like.
and okay, I don't know what your experience is, but like when I would go to friend's house for a sleepover, I feel like the way they would talk to their parents,
Way different.
it was way different. Like I mean, I probably would have got my ass whooped by my mom if I ever talked to her like
Well, I don't
how do
know.
I say this? They were white. We're just gonna say, look,
They were white.
they were white, and they would like the way they would talk to their parents was so different, and it was pretty much like they would have yelling like they could yell at their parents, and their parents wouldn't do anything about it. If I even raised my voice, my mom's throwing a slipper, whatever she had in her hand, she would. Oh,
because they had you can't say that this day and age. But
yeah.
what is it? No, I also think it's just how like they're raised. I mean, for me, it's I don't know what it is, but I was raised very young to not start shit.
Yeah. Me
And
too.
so I never got into those altercations with either of my parents, and it was always when I was like really young when I did,
Yeah.
but I was terrified of what would come after
Like
that
if you got in trouble.
if I got in
Yeah,
trouble.
dude. Me too.
I remember one time like my dad just wanted to know what size pants I was, so he was like, "Hey Dean, come over here." And I go over there thinking I'm in trouble, and he's like, "Turn around." And I turn around and I start crying. I'm like,
You thought you were gonna get your ass whooped.
yeah, I thought I was gonna get my ass beat. And then he was like, "Why are you crying? I'm just checking your pants." I'm like, "Oh, nothing."
Did you get spanked when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't.
That's why I never wanted to like. I mean, I was really young. I ever since then, like ever since being that young, probably
Yeah.
like that 4 or 5, whatever.
Yeah.
and it would happen, I didn't want it to happen again. So I just made sure I didn't do anything that would piss them off.
Yeah.
Or talk back to them because I know that it's not going to go well.
Yeah. My mom would give me this super Filipino look. She'd look at me and then like dead stare, and then she'd raise her eyebrows, and then she'd like flare her nostril. And that's how I knew I was in trouble. She would just like and then there was a point when I kept getting in trouble because, you know, I talked too much. I didn't do homework well, and my grades were okay.
I did my homework.
I didn't get A's or B's. I got C's. And my mom, I remember she came to class with me one time.
Really?
Yeah, in middle school. And I was so embarrassed, but I was also terrified because she would go up to the teacher and like ask her, "Where's the homework? Where's the homework? How did he miss his homework?" And granted, I was correct. I wasn't lying when I said that, you know, that I did the homework. Both of my parents were both teachers, so there was this expectation there. But I remember just like getting in trouble, and my mom got to the point where she's like, "All right, pick what you want. You want this stick? You want this stick? This belt? Or you want this slipper?" And so there's always been this run-on joke. I always get my mom these slippers for Christmas, and they're called deer foam slippers. I don't know where they're based off of, but she would always
Based out
I don't
of.
know. Yeah, based out of, made of, whatever. But so she would say she would look at us, and she would have these slippers that had the branding deer foam on them, and she goes, "You want this? You want this? I'm gonna put deer foam on your butt." Because if she smacked us with it, it would print deer foam on our body. So it was just one of those things where it's like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to keep on the joke. I'm still scared, Mom. Don't worry, I promise. But, yeah, and, you know, recently, it was
Imagine
New
selling
Year's.
your mom a car. That shit was terrifying.
Oh, yeah, I bet. But New Year's just happened. Oh, go ahead, sorry. Go finish your story.
I was about to say, she'd give me the look and be like, "Gonna give me a good deal, right?"
Yeah, I was like, "Oh, my
yes.
Costco discount, Dean."
For months after that. Dean, where's my $500? I don't know.
Dude, that's my mom for me. But, you know, my mom is such a savage. You know what she said to me? She said to me at New Year's. Oh, me and my sisters. New Year's happens, you know, fireworks, blah, blah, blah. And she looks at me, and she's laughing at my sisters and I. And she goes, "I guess I'm the only one who gets to have a New Year's kiss this year," and kisses my stepdad. And it's just like, "Oh, well, Mom, we're all here. You want to, what? You just making fun of us because we don't have significant others yet?" And it was so, I thought that was so messed up. But, okay, that was a terrible segue, but I wanted to lead into our next topic, which is going to be online dating and all the troubles here. But today, Dean and I are going to tell you the ugly truth about
The good old online dating, how challenging it could be.
Let's just put it this way. Pretty much, we ran into this situation recently with a friend, and they were asking us for our advice and what we thought.
I didn't know how much I knew up until that moment.
This is when we were like, you know, we got to do the podcast again and start talking about stuff like this. But let's just say, Dean and I we've been doing this online dating thing for so long that we were able to call a play-by-play on this. And everything we said and predicted happened. So
All in one night, too.
all in one night,
All
yes.
in one night.
All in one night.
We would say, "Hey, if you say this, guaranteed they're going to say this.
Yes.
And then there's like, "Okay, I'll try it." Send the text. Wait for a response back. Exactly what we would say.
Exactly. So we want to start a new segment on our podcast, and this is going to be the first portion of it. And we don't really have a name for it, but today we're just going to call it "He's Lying to You."
It's for the ladies out there.
This is for our wonderful lady friends out there that are lady listeners that are, you know, adventuring in the online dating space.
It's a roller coaster. I'm going to tell you that right now.
Yeah. So let's just start by seeking out the red flags and what you need to look out for. Go ahead, Dean. Let's start it off.
Red flags from a guy?
Yeah, say the girl's talking to some guy, and like, what is something she should look out for? You guys match, and you're into the guy, or you see you find he's attractive, blah blah, he's attractive, this and that, but it really depends on what you want, because let's just say you're the type of person that's actually looking for a relationship on these dating apps, which
If you are, you're fucked.
yeah, if you are, you are, but there's sometimes people like Dean and I that might change your world.
But they're not.
It's
They
not
don't go
as
for
abundant.
us. They don't go for us. They go
Yeah.
for there's a specific type,
Yes.
and it's a type that gets them excited because there's.
I think I get girls excited.
I mean, no, I'm not saying that we don't, but I'm saying that there's a certain flair that comes out of a certain person.
Yeah.
Because if, you can be the type of guy that's looking for a relationship and then you treat a girl.
That's
Like you're looking
true,
for that.
actually. That's true.
But then there's another type that knows how to play that game to get you interested. Because I am a fond believer of you want what you can't get.
True.
So
true.
you're going to talk to one guy and in your head you're going to be like, "Oh, he's a good guy, I know I could probably get this guy." But then if you're thinking about that, it's not going to happen. You're not going to you're not going to be as interested. And I'm sorry for all the guys that are that guy.
Yeah. Hey, we're putting you guys on blast. All you dudes that are taking all the beautiful women out there from us.
Yeah, fuck you. Leave
Yeah.
some for the rest of us.
You're the reason there's trust issues in this world, okay? We just want to find maybe a nice girl that can hang out, maybe be girlfriends, but but you guys are ruining it for us, and it makes us all look bad.
So that's why we're talking about this. But
We got to get this clear.
then there's the guys that are talking to the girls that know exactly what to say to get them thinking and be like,
Exactly.
"Wait, why is this guy not doing what I think he's going to do?" And,
Yeah.
it's all situational. It depends on the situation on what exactly that is. But say you're talking to a guy and there's just like you get hit with a like left field situation and then he goes MIA. A lot of the time, depending on how the girl's feeling, I feel like, because I can't say what girls are feeling. I don't know what they're feeling.
Yeah.
But I can only assume that they're wondering, it's like, why did this guy go completely 180?
Yeah.
And then you start trying to get that guy's attention again, and he slowly comes back, then he fades away, comes back. Something like that, it's like, that he knows what he's doing because he's throwing her in that loop.
Yeah. Okay. First off, if some guy talks to you and you guys have a good conversation off the bat, and then he completely like slows down and doesn't talk to you as much as he was, there's something going on. And let's be honest.
But no, it could also be that he's just not that interested. But
It
then,
could be.
But then, you can get that feeling of, why isn't he interested in me? What's wrong with me? Which there's nothing wrong with you, but
there's nothing wrong with you.
but that exact moment that you asked yourself that question, he had that shit planned.
But also, he could be second choicing you. You know what I mean? Like, let's be honest. If you're feeling somebody and you're talking to this person on the app and you're going through this, you guys are talking about all this. Like, you should know, because if you're doing that with him right now, he probably put someone else on hold because right now your conversation is more interesting, and he thinks there's a better potential. So if he slows down on you or like slows down like maybe 1 to 3 texts a day, there's probably some other girl involved already. You know what I mean? Because like,
and it can go vice versa too. Because
Yeah.
I know
girls be doing it to me all the time.
y'all girls. I've seen what the Tinder and the Hinge lineup be looking like, and that shit's crazy.
Look,
That shit is fucking.
we have seen both sides, and we've become experts in this. Okay, Like,
And then I look at mine and I'm just depressed.
if he slows down, the guy is not. The guy is either. I don't know. Okay, if he slows down, the guy is either not interested anymore, or he's just like putting you on the back burner, which is a terrible feeling. You ladies don't deserve that. They don't deserve to be put on the back burner. You deserve the full attention. And anyone, even you, all you people listening here. If you have something you want to invest time in, you're going to invest time in it. You know why? Because that's how the brain works. Everyone that no matter what it is, if you're interested in it, you'll put the time and effort in to make whatever that is work. Tell me that's not true. If there was a girl, look, I'm gonna be honest. If I was talking to a girl right now, and like we were seeing each other, I'd definitely like slow down a little bit. Whatever else I was doing, it would just naturally happen because I want to spend time with them. Because that's where I value my time. I'm getting the most out of my time for that.
If you genuinely like a person, then you would change a few things to see that person or to spend time with that person.
Because you're into them.
And then, there's always the other instances where you're just kind of chasing that
that's true.
Trying to get that time. And if you're in that situation, then you shouldn't.
You just let it go.
You should just let it go.
Yeah.
You can ask them, what are you looking for, and depending on their response, right
honestly,
off the bat.
You have nothing to lose on these dating apps. It's worth it just to figure out what they want out of this. And as long as you know what you want and you feel like it's a mutual trade, great. Go for it. But don't let somebody tell you, oh, I'm too busy to do this, or I'm too busy. Or they they make these like weak ass plans where they're like, oh yeah, maybe this weekend. Like, okay, if you're serious about it, let's make a time. You set the time and make it happen. You just gotta do it. You gotta tell them. But I think Dean hit a good point, is always try to determine what they want out of this. Like, just be straight out about it. Maybe you might get unmatched, but if you get unmatched, it just tells you.
But even if you don't get unmatched and you just go with the response, because sometimes you'll look at the response, then you'll settle with it. You'll be like,
that's true. Okay.
Because you can tell by what the response is on how they feel about you as a individual, I feel like. Because if you're asked that question, what are you looking for, you're catering your answer to that person.
That's true. They can do that, yeah.
So it's not just, a broad. If it's like someone I'm talking to that I'm not that interested in, it's going to be a broad response. Or it's like, oh,
I've done it.
I've done it too. But if it's like somebody that I'm actually feeling and I'm just like, I can actually see something happening, then I'm catering something directly to them to, hint at something else.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's a dangerous game that they play, but like
it can fuck with your head too.
Yeah, it's on. Look, Dean and I have both been through some pretty like rough ones, and like put time and effort in, and then it didn't turn out well.
Get some voodoo magic shit put on you.
But like, hey, you know what? It's all good. It happens. But we're just trying to make sure you guys don't, get your hopes up too soon or whatever. I know there's people out there like that, and I don't know. You just gotta read the signs. There's little signs you'll pick up. I don't know.
Trust your gut. That's literally it. Because you're gonna read something, and have a gut feeling of something, but then you'll tell yourself, no, it's okay.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, trust your gut.
I think it'll change. It's not gonna change.
It's not gonna change.
Very likely, it's not gonna change.
You met online.
And if it does change, it's when it follows through, it's not gonna be good.
Yeah,
it's still gonna end. But then that can go for that can also be a terrible mindset to put on a relationship. Is like, there's always a potential for it to end.
I'm working right now. What? What do you mean? What goddamn password? Oh, I don't know. Wow, I like that I get to see your face. Oh my gosh. No, we're recording a podcast.
Hi, Grandma.
We're recording a podcast. Not podcast. every guapo. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe it. Okay, okay, Nana. Hold on. Look at.
My email is www.bigdick.com.
Oh yeah. Hey, Grandma. Grandma. Hey, we're talking about girls. How do we get a girl?
Huh?
How can we get girlfriend?
Get girls?
Yeah, what do we have to do?
You should be, yeah. You should be look good, and you should be, no fucking around at first time, or else you're in deep shit,
Grandma, am I there? Do I look good? Am I cute?
Yeah, huh?
Oh, really?
Huh?
Thank you.
He asked if he's
Yeah,
cute.
yeah. You have to be nice. You have to be natural,
I know I'm nice, but they don't.
Make sure that
Girls don't like
make
that.
sure that he loves you, because some women they only want money,
Yeah.
Some men,
Yeah,
they
that's
just
true.
only want, yeah, some men they just only want that goddamn pussy. That's why I told my grandkids that 3 girls, no money, no touch, no money, no pussy, no money, no sex, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah. You need to find somebody who loves you and has a job, because you cannot live with fuck alone,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you don't want to be used either,
Yeah.
It takes two to tango, baby,
Oh yeah.
Money is so hard,
Yeah.
You're not gonna give away that goddamn shit,
Yeah.
Money.
That's
you
good
know?
advice.
Yeah, you should smell good, you look good, presentable, Yeah, that's the number one men likes. They're gonna be crawling like a dog, drooling like a dog,
Oh.
See, I'm a bad grandma, huh?
That was great.
Hey, I got a question. Do you know which grandma that is? Who
I have no idea.
do you think that's my mom or dad's side?
That's your mom's.
Yeah, it's my mom's side.
I could totally see that as being your mom.
Oh my god. Well, there you go. You heard it here from my grandma.
Her email is bigdick69. If you
And-
want to reach out to her.
Yeah, she is best dating advice, and she says, "No money, no pussy." Oh, man.
great. I think that's a good way to end the segment there.
Yeah. Well, that's it's been we're excited to come back. We have hopefully a lot coming for you guys, and I think that we're just happy to be back in and just recording again, even without Dan. Hopefully we can get Dan back eventually, but we got to scratch out Dan's name for now and put Dean on top of it.
New outro.
Boom. All right.
But all right, you guys have a fantastic rest of your week. Like and subscribe, and comment below for what you think we should talk about next. Bye.